What is up? What is happening, people? I will be back in 2 seconds, please. Just wait there, please. What is up, everybody? What is going on? 0 people in chat. Good. Keep it that way. That's how I like it, guys. I don't want people watching me. Anyways, the reason I'm making this video, guys, is not to be celebrating the 100K just yet. It's because I have some time off. I have to go get food. So I'm bringing you guys with me because I don't want to be bored. How ADHD is that, guys? Bringing you all with me on a live stream just to get food. But yeah, guys, not going to be talking about the 100K. Once I get the plaque and stuff, I'll be doing the whole ceremonial thing. You guys know all the other YouTubers, they start crying and they're just little bitches about it. But we will be doing that hopefully next weekend, guys. So it's only Tuesday today. So probably we'll be celebrating on, I'm gonna guess, someday like, I don't know, next Saturday maybe. So that should be pretty sick. Sick ceremonial Saturday. Ceremonial Saturday, guys. Just keep that one in mind. But yeah, man, just want to talk a little bit about motivation behind social media because, I see a lot of people, guys, quitting, not really pursuing goals anymore on the internet, thinking that it's too hard. What you doing? Richo! Just gonna go get some food. And then food, and then stuff like that. So we're gonna go get some food, get some tea. First on the protein shake. Just wanna bring you guys. When I first started streaming myself, I mean, the amount of negativity was just out of control. No, it was actually out of control. People don't understand, and they actually think as well, like if you stream and stuff like that, you make videos on the internet, and you're kind of like this guy. This was the first impression that I got. This is like the first impression I got from social media. Sound as though I'm gonna have to speak up. Like the first impression I got from social media. Hold on a second, let me see if we can clear out the. Yeah, the first impression I got, guys, from starting social media, and really YouTube isn't social media. I don't really do any other forms of social media. Like you call Instagram more of social media, which I do, but it's kind of for my personal training clients and stuff like that. It's not really too much involved with, you know, messaging people back and forth. YouTube is more of a you stream and then people kind of watch you type of stuff. So it's a little bit more or a little bit less like social media. So check out, just hit the gym, making myself a nice little protein shake from Optimum Nutrition. Optimum Nutrition, if you see this, please send me free protein powder. Right now I'm on a cut, guys, so I just feel so tired, man. It's just unbelievable how tired I feel. And I've been cutting for a while now, but recently I'm just like I'm cutting calories like crazy. I'm only eating like I had Japanese food last night, sushi and stuff, but I was starving all day. Seeing as I'm like quite heavy, my cutting calories are actually quite high, but even still, it's like, dude, I feel just like flipping shit cutting so much. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be cutting for the foreseeable because we want to get real lean, gun lean, and we're actually kind of getting there. We're getting quite lean, but I want to be pretty ripped up before I head into winter. Because then once I go to the gym fully, because I haven't really even joined a gym fully, I just go to kind of like a local gym Not really one with like a flat bench and the whole get up. You know what I mean? Just kind of like a regular. Oh, it's like this shit's leaking. Fuck, fuck's this leaking for? But I haven't really joined the gym fully, guys. But when I do that, I will be bulking again. So pretty much, because they don't have like a running track in the gym. I like to do sprinting and stuff like that. But in normal gyms in Ireland, they don't really have that type of stuff, unfortunately. So I have to kind of focus on my cardio outside of the gym. Like I can go on the bike and I can do like that whole stuff. But guys, who wants to do the bike? Bike shit like, and it's not really great cardio. Like the stairmaster is good if you're on it for an hour, but I don't have a time. I don't have an hour to waste, guys. I do sprints. I do high intensity cardio because I got shit to do. Like I'm just being honest, guys. Like there's such little time throughout the day, every single day to do shit. It feels like that it's just like doing cardio for an hour in the gym just isn't really something I want to put my time and effort into. Like 20, 30 minutes of sprints is perfect, 2, 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? um yeah, bikes is good, like biking around, like to save the environment and shit. If you guys are into that, like biking is fine and I love biking, but going on your bike in the gym is just whack, bro. It's just whack. Like, just do sprinting. And this is kind of a generational thing in Ireland, guys. I noticed that Conor McGregor, and I love Conor McGregor, I'm his biggest fan, but he only started losing fights once he stopped running, once he stopped holding his own body weight. When you're holding your body weight and you're doing jujitsu and that, wrestling and stuff like that, you're getting such a crazy form of cardio. But also, guys, you have to keep the running in. You're holding your weight. When you're just sitting on a bike, it's not really a great form of cardio. Like it just really isn't. Running, it's good if you do it for a long time and if you're going uphill and if you add resistance to it. But just do sprinting. Like I really don't see why you do a bike over sprinting. If you're trying to focus on cardio, it just seems really pointless. So, hey guys, I'm gonna walk down to fucking get some beef, baby, because beef is the number one food. How to get jacked. Cheers, guys. Sláinte. I'll tell you, the chocolate flavor Optimum Nutrition, not that good. For anyone that gets Optimum Nutrition, get the vanilla flavor. The vanilla flavor is 1,000 times better than the chocolate flavor. Just putting that out there. And I love chocolate, so. But yeah, guys, I'm doing this live stream, like I said. Not going to be talking about the 100K just yet, because kind of want to be like, actually with the plaque and like the whole get up before I like do a live stream. But today I just have a bunch of free time before I start filming my videos because I have to make food real quick. So yeah, guys, we're gonna be just doing a little based live stream. Donald Paulson just lost the free powder. Yeah, I flipping, bro. I like didn't even mix this that well. No, this shake is actually terrible. I want beef and rice so bad. I'm just like craving the flipping beef. I have to go down. I have to walk down and get it. And you sons of bitches are coming with me, whether you like it or not. We're gonna go for a walk down the road in Dublin, and we'll see what the crack is. And I don't really give a shit talking to the camera and stuff. People are like, "Oh, you camera shy." I don't give a bollocks, guys. I don't even live in Dublin. Dublin's cool. I like Dublin people. They're very city wise, street wise. But I'm a country boy. You know what I mean? I like the countryside personally. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, guys, this one should be good crack. Just gonna finish this shake off and go. But yeah, man, like as I was saying, man, you know, getting 100K and all this stuff isn't. I even feel embarrassed, guys. I used to have some friends that were like, "You're like this cocky guy," and I never got that my whole life. I never got called cocky my whole life. But as soon as I joined social media, these friends that I was friends with for years were like, "Oh, you're like this cocky guy and all this stuff." And I'm like ringing up my brother. I'm like almost embarrassed to get 100K. Like my girl got me balloons, and like it's just a whole thing. And it's like I'm almost embarrassed to like even talk about. Like I just want to keep going and getting more subscribers and more loyal people to follow the channel, and hopefully people enjoy the videos. Like truly, guys. Like here's the thing, bro. I listen to people like Wes Watson. You know what I mean? People give Wes Watson a hard time, but he tells it how it is, guys. get ripped, rich, and rare, guys. Have rare habits. Like, don't be just partying all the time. Don't be doing this shit. Like, yeah, go enjoy yourself with your friends, but try and have some based habits, working out, having an okay diet, stuff like that. Like, I'm starving myself so I can go and get the beef and rice. I have chicken, which isn't that good. I have like Pop Tarts. I have all this other shit that I could eat, but I don't want to eat that stuff, guys. I want to like starve myself so I eat proper and good, healthy food. You know what I mean? So like I was saying, get Wes Watson's program, ripped, so you're ripped up because you're helping people. You know, you get to a certain point in social media, it doesn't really matter about your content, guys. Like the content will, for me anyway, just eventually devolve into talking on camera, helping people, through their issues. Like if you guys have any issues or problems, man, people DM me all the time, Chris, man, I feel like shit, like on Instagram, like, oh shit. I just ring them. I'm like, all right, let me just ring this guy. If they don't pick up, then that's it. But I'll talk to you guys for half an hour. See what the problem is. You know what I mean? One guy was like, oh, I feel terrible. And, people go through hard shit, guys. So make sure your platform is for helping people. I laugh a lot. And, bro, the shit comedy sketches I was watching yesterday, I was laughing hysterically, bro. Like, it was the funniest day ever. But that's what eventually comedy will devolve into. But like I was saying, guys, people used to say this guy's cocky, this guy's arrogant. I'm like, dude, first of all, guys, that's a stupid saying. Just losers say that stuff. Like if you, I've never in my life called another guy cocky or arrogant. It's just losers. Yeah, it's just losers. Tall poppy syndrome. I love that Richo. I love that Richo. Much love to my friend Richo, man. He's a legend, bro. Much love. Give some love to him in the chat, guys. Tall poppy syndrome, wanting to cut high achievers down. Yeah, that's literally what it is, guys. People that want to achieve something just greater than just moving boxes around. Like I did all those different jobs, guys. I just was moving boxes around and delivery and just shit that really it's good and the pay is good. But guys, that may sound like arrogant or cocky, but is there nothing else is there nothing else for you in life? Like to just fucking move boxes and shit? Like that's some fucking bullshit, dude. Like I don't want to be just doing that shit my whole goddamn life. Like seriously, guys, I feel, and even screw all the cocky, arrogant stuff. You know, you just feel like you're underutilized. It's like if you're in the military, if you're in a war and you're like a medic. Why are you fighting all the shooting people and taking gunfire? You should be helping patch up the soldiers. It's like you're underutilized, guys. Sometimes in these jobs, like I worked security for like 7 years, okay, and I remember the last like 2 years, I just went up to the boss on the maybe like my fifth year, and I was like, or fourth year, and I was like, boss, like I feel a little bit underutilized. I feel like I could be used in better situations. I have a degree. I have like leadership, skills to talk to people. I have these different qualities. Yo, like, can I try this different area? Of the security as a manager. So I would be in charge of like 40 people, 30 to 40 people. And he did. He said, oh, you feel a bit underutilized. Okay. Okay, we'll test you out next year. When you come back next year, we'll give you the job. So what did I do? I waited a full year, came back next year, got much better pay, had much better leadership qualities, was in charge of 40 people in a really high stress environment, people fighting, going crazy. So, you kind of build up to that moment, guys. I put my work in, guys. I put my graft in. I did flipping 3, 4 years in like the worst place at the races. They called it the what do they call it again? Shit, what do they the money watch or something? Some guy, would just sit there all day in like this sort of like shed, but it was like between like the money, the Gardaí had a stall that like the police of Ireland had like a big. It was like a shed basically. The Gardaí had a shed here. Then the money, the accountants were in this little sort of like cubby hole, and then people would bring money in. So they would like bring money in and out of this sort of shed, and I would just sit there and open the door for people. I did 3 years of that lonely job. Like I think it was like 10 hours just sitting in a spot doing nothing. You know what I mean? So I paid my dues at this job, but I know how it is on YouTube, guys. YouTube is the same. You have to pay your dues, guys. You have to put the graft in. You can't just expect to flip and blow up overnight. It took me 2.5 years of constant posting, like 4 or 5 videos a day, to flip and get 100K on YouTube. Like it literally takes so long, guys. And I think a lot of people, they're like, no, man, you can do it if you don't love it. Okay, well, let me know how that works out, guys. Because if you're not skilled at it, or if you're not in love with it, you're not really gonna get anywhere. Like at social media, like it's just gonna be impossible for you guys. Like it's just truly impossible. And also, getting content that people actually like watching. People like reactions. People like when I talk about politics. People like when I talk about these different subjects. And I had to kind of improve the way I spoke because the way I was speaking before was too fast. It was too unprofessional. You know what I mean? Like I still like, goofy as hell, sometimes laughing and shit. We be making jokes all the time, but you have to have some degree of like, to help people, in this flipping thing. That so yeah, just thinking back, like when I had like 2,000 subscribers, these guys that were like my friends at the time were like, "Oh, you're like this cocky guy." When matter of fact, I never even talked about social media. I don't even talk about social media to people, that aren't in it, like right. Unless someone asks me, "Hey, how do you do this?" Oh yeah, then I'd love to talk to you. But unless you just like, don't want to talk about it, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, bro, like I have all this like stuff on YouTube, like respect me." Like the people have like this weird idea that like dude, it's like if you try and achieve something like Rachel said, like this sort of tall poppy syndrome, then people want to be like instantly thinking that you're the guy that's the problem. The people who are the problem are the people that are, you know, calling you these names and shit. Like it's not you. You're not the problem, guys. If you want to achieve some shit, you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure nobody made fun of Tesla. Nikola Tesla. I'm pretty sure nobody made fun of Nikola Tesla, for inventing like all the like all the other stuff that he invented like from the stuff. So guys, like when you put yourself out there, man, you open yourself up. But here's the thing, guys, it's always worth it, bro. Let me tell you something. It is always worth it. The rewards I've seen in only the last 2.5 years have just been ridiculous, guys. Going from a guy who basically just didn't have shit, right, to now, and hopefully coming soon, getting phone calls from the biggest flipping podcast, the biggest radio hosts in Ireland. These ultra famous, ultra rich people reaching out to me. Hey, we want to work with you. Like I never thought that shit was achievable, and I'll talk about this a lot on my 100K subscriber special. But I never thought half that shit was achievable. I was just like, I'm in like disbelief. I'm like, what? Like I didn't even think you could achieve anything, but social media kind of gives you that platform to kind of put yourself out there. And if you're not a clown, if you actually talk sense and actually help people, and genuinely want to help people, you know what I mean? Because I do the reactions, guys. That's like comedy, right? So that's kind of helping people in a way because it's kind of like funny and I like the rap music and the whole hip hop. But then when we talk about the politics, that's kind of opening people's eyes to what's going on in different countries, right? So there's a whole range of different content that I like to do. I don't want to just be like leveled down to one guy. I remember like when I named the podcast County Gains, I was just like, I don't even know what this means, but let me just do it. So I was just, fast forwarding it. But actually, it's motivated me to stay in shape. So like when I'm thinking in my head, like when they think of County Gains, they want to see like a jacked guy. You can't be called a gain with gains in the title of your name unless you're flipping big and jacked, right? So it kind of helps motivate me to do that as well. So you're kind of constantly competing with yourself almost. You know what I mean? It's kind of dope. Like, the social media is sick. Like it can give you a lot of openings, and a lot of people, that I've watched beforehand would just stop because I think that they don't see that sort of outlet, which it takes like 10 years, guys. I just hyper sped up that process because I just went all in, right? And that's what we'll talk about this, guys. Going all in. Let me just finish this one off, guys. We'll continue with the chat of going all in, okay? Just remind me in the chat. I found your channel through Tom McDonald. Yeah, much love, Donald. Tom McDonald is a legend. He's like an Irish guy. I think he's like Irish American. So is Adam Calhoun. They're legends, guys. Like these people are just legends in the rap game. Challenging the status quo, not being like this flipping sheep, not being this flipping little timid rabbit. It's almost like, dude, like if you challenge the government or challenge the status quo, then people call you like this arrogant guy. It's like, dude, and that's the second thing. I said the first thing, like, these people are losers that say that to you. The second thing about it is, guys, is like, you kind of do need a degree of arrogance. If you guys don't think Mr. Beast, Donald Trump, all these guys that you admire aren't really insanely arrogant, like on an arrogance that you wouldn't even believe. Like, I'm not arrogant at all, guys. Like, when you talk to me, like I said, I'm almost embarrassed to talk about the 100K. Like, people got me balloons and I don't even want to post about it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even like the attention like that. It's just kind of weird, right? Because social media, you have to do that, to get money and stuff. Like it's more of an attention economy. Like I'm like the opposite guy. So I was like flabbergasted when my friends were like, "You're like this guy," and I'm like, "I'm not at all. Like I'm not at all like that," because they were like making fun of me. So I had to like like take shots back, but it was just a really weird scenario. But if you guys don't think that your favorite people aren't the most arrogant sons of bitches in the world, like you're so mistaken. Any politician, these politicians, they may be skinny and frail and all this guys. They're way more arrogant than you would think, bro. Like they wouldn't even shake your hand if you were dying on the street. They wouldn't even help your ass out. Like this is not a person or a character that you should be looking up to. Any of these politicians or most social media people. Let's keep it real. Most social media people, they want you taking drugs, they want you addicted to drugs, they want you, just doing degenerate bullshit, guys. Which I like to react to on the internet. Like I'm not gonna lie, guys, I love all that rap music and degenerate shit, but that's not the way you should really choose to live your life, guys, is it? You know what I mean? So I'm also a hypocrite. Like I think everybody is a hypocrite, in a way, right? In a certain way, okay. But that's why I love Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun, right? Because they challenge that status quo. They challenge the whole like narrative of like, and Knox Hill just put out a song today. I'm gonna release it tomorrow. It was called Drive Through. A lot of these rappers get like they get these music deals, and it's like once they get the music deal, then that's it, guys. They're on that sort of Ferris wheel of just this roundabout of getting loads of money, putting out these hit singles or these hit albums, and then they're making loads of money, but like they're also like addicted to drugs, like Eminem was, and the baby then got cancelled, and all these rappers seem to have like horrendous issues later on in life because maybe they can't handle the fame, maybe they can't handle the stardom, whatever it is. All right, because these labels like control them, they help blow them up, right? And then it's like, then in the song Drive Through by Knox Hill, much love to Knox Hill, the guy ends up dying in the end. And then they say, oh, well, we'll just put out a posthumous album. Like, when Biggie died, when Tupac died, like all these albums that were made after the guy dies, it's almost like it makes the label more famous and more money. It's just the craziest shit ever, guys. So, we're woke to the fact, the real woke, guys. We're awoken to the fact that these labels aren't the best thing in the world for people. And I used to reach out to these labels too. I'd be like, oh hey, can you like give me like a sponsorship to like react to this music video? No, you know what I mean? Like no word back, no nothing. I'm like, oh shit, man, this is ridiculous. And this is when I had like 70,000. Like I didn't have a tiny shit, like it was just like ridiculous. But hopefully we keep pushing this channel, guys. I want to get a million subscribers because I want to become one of the biggest reactors in the world. Challenge people like Fantano, No Life Shaq, you know, those kind of people, guys. I want to become the biggest, baby. We're gonna get there someday, guys. We'll keep it pushing because a lot of those guys are dope and they're funny, but they don't really talk much sense, guys. They're just kind of full of shit as well. You know what I mean? Like Fantano's just the biggest bullshitter ever. He's like the worst reactor, bro. Like no hate, but like, dude, that dude's whack, dude. Um, and I don't even know how much he knows about rap music. Like, would he even know what this is? Would he even know what Rockaware is? For those who don't know what Rockaware is, it's Jay Z's old brand. It's basically dead now, but I bought it in like 2013. So, I wonder what a lot of these guys that react to rap music, that kind of culture, right? That kind of American culture, would they even know, what it's about? It just seems like they're just reacting to it, and then they don't really know too much about what's going on. Am I guilty of that, guys? Maybe the Southeast Asian stuff I love to react to because it's foreign to me. I don't really know too much about it. But I admit that, guys. I'm like, oh, I don't know too much about this. But these guys kind of act like they know everything about everything. It's like, dude, like you definitely just do not know about that shit. Like it's like, they grow up in like the whitest place. Like same in Ireland. Like how would I know about a lot of this culture stuff unless I just listen to it on tapes and movies and stuff? It's so everything that we get is from the internet or movies. So just be honest about it, guys. Like if you don't know too much about a certain thing, all right, I don't know too much about this shit, but let me just research it. Maybe I might understand it. So all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go for a little walk, baby. Will I bring my little stand? I think it's okay. I think I'll just carry it like this. Alright, guys, we're gonna get some beef, and some water because I am thirsty. I'll show you guys the different shops around where I live as well. Let's see what the people say. Oh, this is wow. No, nothing much wrong. Okay, well, shit. And I'm not buying it. They don't really sell, but I'm not buying it. Not how it goes. I'm not joking, but honestly, the people that would around before, they probably Irish people. Let's be real. Those are Indian people around here, Asian people, African people. They're always nice. They're always out. Little laggy down here, guys. But yeah, I was talking to my big brother. Terrible. It's actually really warm today, though. Jesus, man. That has the weirdest weather ever, man. Dublin has the weirdest weather ever. It's like, it's like cold as shit, or it looks shitty. Good weather, or good warm. Man, I'm starving though, lads. Protein powder only has, so I take, or just DM me. We'll make some sick content, bro. We got a little driving test going on here. Man, it's not passing any of those tests. But no, the protein powder, man. Fucking hell, what is that? It only has like 120 calories per scoop. Oh, it's not really, is it? Camera's gonna get fucking wet here. It only has 120 calories per scoop, so basically, like, bro, look at this shit, man. Look at someone. Looks like someone's spun webs all over the damn. Someone's shooting ropes all over the houses. Anyways, yeah, the protein powder is shit, guys. It only has 240 grams of, or calories for 2 scoops. So it's kind of a bit shit, like. And this red meat is gonna be the shit, though, guys. I'll tell you. Red meat, greatest thing known to man. No homo. I know you guys get weird when I start talking about meat and stuff. But yeah, man. Like, you almost feel like when you achieve a certain goal, whatever it is that you know, should be celebrating for, but it's almost kind of embarrassing, guys, like, you know, doing that. Oh, gotta show you where we are now, one second. It's kind of a nice walk, man, down to the town, but it's good cardio. Yeah. Wild stuff. And actually, Dublin's so much more populated than where I live, guys. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just like, you never even see people where I am. And now you have like so many different places. Like I never come to Dublin ever, like ever that often before, maybe 3 years ago. But now I come to Dublin all the time, and Dublin's nice, but it's too many fucking people, bro, honestly. Like, it's cool if you're young and shit, 21, 22. There's really a lot of more facilities here. Like, if you want to become like a boxer or some crazy shit, like, Conor McGregor's gym, like, you have all that type of stuff, and you probably have the more elite type of stuff there. But if you just, working from your home, working from your laptop, then really, anywhere but Dublin is better, because the rent is so fucking high here. It's just ridiculous. And it's pissing rain on top of this as well, guys. I might have to put this away now, because use this as like a mirror so nobody sneaks up behind me. Yeah, man, it's kind of a shit day, honestly. And yesterday was so warm. Like, the weather here just is whack. I think that this summer, I was listening to The Unbroken Man. For those who have YouTube, go listen to The Unbroken Man. He's actually this other YouTuber from the West. I think he's from Galway as well, but he's from the west of Ireland, and he talks about like all the different social issues in Ireland and stuff like that. And it's kind of cool. Like, he has a really nice channel, and I do follow him, and I like his stuff. But he was talking about the weather. I think the weather this summer was like absolute dog shit, man. Like, hold up. Like, it's just such a miserable fucking existence. Like, the weather is just always so shit here. And I know why people are depressed in fucking Ireland, guys. I know why it is. The fucking weather sucks, man. You can't really be excited for your day if you wake up and it's pissing rain. Like, you wouldn't mind the cold. Like, if you were in Iceland, guys, or one of these places like Eastern Europe, it's really cold. Like freezing, it's snowing. But snow, there's something almost like magical about it. You feel like you're in a fairy tale. Snow and the frosty ice on the ground and stuff. It's almost like a romantic. There's something romantic about it, right? But when it's just pissing rain all the time, it's just like, bro, you cannot be in good spirits. Like, it's just horrendous. Like, and then you almost feel like, fuck, I'm gonna get run down crossing the road here, lads. But then you almost feel like, should like stop making excuses. It's just the rain. And hold on. And when it does come back, when the good weather does come back, it's actually worth it. Like, Ireland is the best place in the world during the summer. From like May, June, July, October. Yeah, even to October, like, it's still not too bad. But like, from like November, December, January, February, March, oh man, those like 5 or 6 months, fucking depressing. Absolutely shit. Like, and it is what it is. Like, it's shit, but fucking, you gotta live somewhere. So I don't really pay too much mind to the weather, because my sort of work is inside. It's just on the internet, guys. Like, any job I ever had was just sales or working retail or something to that effect. But I'll just show you here. Yeah, like, so all my jobs were like in retail, so like nothing too physical outside. I mean, it was physical inside, kind of, not really. When you're bending over, putting on fucking beans on shelves and just bullshit jobs. But if you were working outside, guys, in the piss and rain all fucking winter, jeez, man, you couldn't be in great kindred spirits. You know what I mean? It would just be a fucking drag. Like I feel like it would just be like a complete drag. You know, like just the worst shit ever. Especially when it gets cold, like the cold rain. Oh fuck. And then I used to speak to this one guy who was like, no man, like I like the rain, you know. And I was kind of like, where are you from? Like if you like the rain, it's only because you're from a hot country and you're coming here for a little visit, you know. You're coming here for like a little sort of, you know, 2 or 3 month sort of situation. Like if you don't hate the Irish winters, like it's kind of a bit weird. Like, you know, I just like no matter what, cause I've lived in hot countries, I was born in hot countries, like, you know, I lived in, you know, really hot places. But if you don't, and I do like the winters, but if you like love the winters here, Jesus, like, you know how you can be right like that, because the winters here are fucking brutal. Like I said, November, December, January, February, March, probably April it starts to get a bit better. After Paddy's Day, you know, Paddy's Day is like that turning point where the weather starts to get better a little bit, you know. And I always kind of mark like Halloween as when it starts to get kind of shit, you know. Like Halloween is like kind of when it starts to get dog shit the fucking weather, you know. But before that, yeah, it's not too bad. Let's give you a little scanning. Yeah, before October, weather's never too shit here, but when it gets bad, it's boring. And it's just very boring here during the winter, you know. And I think that's why a lot of people are like, just don't go outside anymore. Like even now, I could have drove down to Dunleary here at the town and just get my meat and stuff and just, you know, whatever, have a good nice time. And I wanted to get the cardio in, that's kind of why I walked, but I could have just fucking whatever driven down. But you know, it's kind of good to get out, but when the sun isn't outside, oh man, shit is hella depressing, man. But don't let the weather kind of get you down, guys. I feel like a lot of these external factors, you know, get people down, you know, get people kind of pissed off, like, you know, you kind of find excuses with everything like that, you know what I mean? Like if you just think like literally everything could be an excuse. It's gonna get kind of busy here, guys, so probably won't be able to hear me speak too much, but yeah, like, you know, I wouldn't really think too much about the weather or these external factors if you're trying to achieve goals and shit, you know, because I look at it as like, you know, in the winter, it's actually a good time to focus, you know what I mean? It's like it's actually a really good time to focus on your goals, because like there's no distractions, whereas during summer there's just so many distractions. Guys, during the summer I don't party and stuff, but I just go, oh shit, I just like fucking have so much shit and go out so much that it's almost like yeah, winter's whack. But during the summer, not too many distractions, you know? Or during the winter, I mean. During the summer, too much shit going on, guys. Everyone's on holidays, you know? Everyone's on holidays, everyone's partying, you know, the summer's like that, like party time, you know, whereas like during the winter actually is definitely easier to achieve goals. What do you guys think, man? Tell me down below, what do you guys think? I think it's definitely easier to achieve goals during the winter, you know? I'm gonna slip down here. Take my hood off here, guys. People think I'm robbing the place. If not, I'm starving. Got this sick, sweet butcher's here, guys. I don't even know the name of the butcher, but it's in Dunleary Shopping Center, I suppose you'd call this place. And it's class. So just bear with me for a sec, guys. I get some eggs as well. Oh man, these eggs are so cheap. How's it going? Can I just get thinking what percent fat is that on the rib steak? You don't know, maybe 10%, 20? 20%? Yeah, see, I like the kind of fat. I like the kind of 400 for each. Thank you. That's all. I wonder should I get? Oh, I need to get water as well. Oh, track with water. Let's see, I'll put this in my pocket here. Yeah, I apologize if the vlog is boring, but I just was like, I want to get some camera footage of the town. That's pretty much it. Like, it's kind of boring, guys, honestly. Because people ask me, you know, what is it like? And it's boring. Super boring, guys. There's some nice there's some nice footage of little walking footage of Dunleary town, man. Absolutely. I know it's not riveting. It's actually really boring. But yeah, man. Oh, green anyway. Yeah. There's this Indian shop up here that I always go to. I want to give this guy some business. Because I always just go into this guy's shop and just look around and never give him any business. So we'll buy a couple of jugs of water from them today. Much love to India, man. India's a cool place, man. I might go there someday. Do some live streaming. Do people really do live streams on YouTube? I don't think they really do they? It's more like TikTok and shit. But TikTok is whack. And boring as well. Shit, it is boring. Where the fuck is that? Oh, there it is. We're going to this place because Domo Mart. See what the crack is here. See what the crack is here, lads. These guys some business. Is it open? Oh yeah. Super nice. Oh, I'm gonna get root beer. Yeah. Yo, mama. Brian Torres. I'm meeting up to meet your mama. Is that the water I want? Oh yeah. Oh. How am I supposed to? Oh shit. Oh. Hold everything. Guess I can just hold it in one hand. Oh, my hands. Let's get the water then. What do I even want from here, man? Just water? It's a bit boring. Maybe I'll get a... Shit. Break this guy's counter. Get a root beer as well. Oh, yeah. Hello. Thank you. You like, which root beer you like better, this one or the cream soda one? This one's better? That's a good point. Thank you. And just the water as well, yeah? Cool. Thanks very much. See you later. Oh, man. Shout out to that place. I actually gotta give that place more business. I always go in there and have a look around. I do love like the culture section. Damn. Do love the culture section, but I never give the guy any business. My phone just flew out my hands. I thank God there was no cars there. I can't hold all this shit, you know? Like, I should by right have like a thing to hold it, but I feel like they're a bit awkward even. You know the, you guys know the, what do they call them? Girdles? No, what the fuck they call it? get the thing that you hold the fucking camera in. It's a bit awkward to hold and shit, so don't really want to use that, you know. I have one at the house, but it kind of is just shit, you know. For some reason, it's just whack. Check, guys, I'm gonna walk home now. That was a fucking fun journey. Look at this, man. Now the sun is coming up. Oh man, I could run the fuck over here. Just thinking of things to talk to you about, because most of my ideas go into the videos, so I don't really do too much live streaming. Although I do want to live stream loads, guys. It would be sick to do that all the time. I don't really do that because this doggo is sick. Dog's going into the vet and it's time. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have too many ideas for the live streams because I kind of expend all of my ideas, all of my time and effort and voice on the videos. So live streaming is just a bit of a pain in the ass. But if I could figure out some way to live stream all day, you know, even though it's boring as shit, I feel like people, maybe half would want to see that, right? Like, people might want to see just the boring happens in Ireland, because I feel like not many people do that kind of shit. Because it's just fucking boring as shit just walking around. You know, getting food. It's just whack. But there is this kind of weird perception, actually, that I guess, like, you don't really get from really big cities, which is like, nobody really cares if you're live streaming or talking to people on the phone, but they kind of shout at you if you're talking too much. I'm constantly talking on the phone to my family and shit, and people hate that kind of thing. They find it really, like, obnoxious, you know, and just rude, right? But I just love doing it, guys, because it just kind of makes the walking a lot easier, less boring, you know, when you're, you know, just trying to basically get through the day without being just hella fucking bored. And boring is a word, I feel like I use that shit quite a lot, because it just feels like, man, during the winter time, it's just a whack place to live. I suppose if I lived in, like, Switzerland or something, you could go skiing, snowboarding, all that type of thing. But no, I wish. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, like, there's a sort of perception that people don't like being on film here in Ireland. You know, they don't like being on camera. You know, don't record me. You know what I mean? When in reality, there's like thousands of CCTV cameras everywhere, right? So you're on, basically, when you leave your house, you can kind of assume in some capacity that you're on CCTV, right? Like, in some capacity. It may not be in a capacity of, like, you know, they're, like, watching you or whatever, but it's probably in the capacity of just recording for if people commit crimes and shit, which is kind of good. Like, you kind of do want CCTV, because then you can kind of prevent a lot of shit from happening. You know, private people recording is definitely the least of your worries if you're out and about. I mean, because the surveillance, let's talk about government surveillance for a second, is definitely creeping up and encroaching on civil liberties. Like, for sure. I don't think you could find someone that would, you know, that would defiantly disagree with that, you know? Like, most people in the world would be like, yeah, the surveillance has gotten out of control. But if you ask people, hey, is that, like, what would you do about it? Oh, nothing. But if someone was to stick a camera in your face, they would probably want to fight you, right? they'd be like, oh, fuck you, motherfucker. Which I would never do. I'd never stick a camera in someone's face unless, the guy's getting crazy, but because it's just kind of funny to me. But it's like kind of weird sort of cognitive dissonance that we have, Like cognitive dissonance is strong in this country, man. Like it is really strong in Ireland. Cognitive dissonance, that sort of ability to sort of see one thing but sort of ignore the other, Like, one second, there's so much traffic. Oh man. Damn, bruh. Got a hightail it across the road there. Some old fella's gonna run me over in his fucking BMW. Anyways, Jesus, it's loud, lads. Anyway, lads, you ever think of that? Like, I know, like, people that don't, that don't do social media or whatever, or that don't work in like security or something. Like, if you're in the middle, you probably think about this. Like, the sort of encroaching sort of civil liberties being taken away, like the sort of encroachment of like, just constant surveillance, like anything you do on the internet, anything you do when you leave the house, like anything like that is going to be just watched. So, you really have no privacy nowadays, which is kind of good in some aspects, right? Some people would argue that, protects people from harm. Hold on a second, let me switch over because my fucking fingers are killing me. There we go. Hold up. I look like a madman, guys. I look like an absolute madman. That's why I need a camera person. If anyone wants to be my camera person, message me. Who are you meaning to hook up? That's just got me. I love that. That's too funny. Dude, I wish. Look. Get my meat. Hold up. And I'm getting my... Oh, shit. I'm getting my damn water. But anyway, guys. The hooking up with somebody, yeah, that's gas. No, but like, you really think about like why CCTV and surveillance is good in one way, because we catch Osama bin Laden, we catch like murderers and shit. Because back in the day, or back in places that really don't have that sort of, it's really hard to catch like criminals and stuff. But in the other way, it's just like, you're gonna catch some people just, whatever, just doing nothing all day, So it's kind of a good and bad thing. Probably so good, but it's definitely not great, if you want to keep ideas and stuff to yourself. Like, that was a huge thing with like patents and stuff. If you're trying to patent a piece of technology or something, a lot of people would find it very hard to very, very hard to patent stuff, because then their ideas would be stolen. There's that famous thing of Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison? He was like stealing all his ideas. He was stealing all his inventions, right? Like, just straight up stealing his inventions. And then he was making money from that guy's inventions. So it was almost like, stealing the person's ideas and then just making a ton of cash off it. It was kind of unbelievable. When you think about privacy, you don't think about a few different things. It's like how much money you can make from certain things, the sort of originality of ideas. You start to think like, well, why would I want any privacy? It doesn't really matter. To me, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I put all my videos up on the internet, live stream my whole day. It doesn't matter to me, but what if a guy wants to have like original ideas and stuff? Will it be catered towards helping or stealing his ideas, So it is a weird concept like that. It's a really weird concept that people don't really understand too well. So, man, nearly home. I am flipping wrecked after that. My God, my back, my legs. I did a big workout. I did what I do for a workout today. I did shoulders, blasted shoulders, and blasted arms. And that's pretty much owing loads of... Wait, hold on. No, I didn't do any cardio today. No, I did loads of cardio yesterday and the day before. But yeah, not really too much else. Oh man, I am flipping rectamundoed. I want to get this beef. And kind of mix the two, guys. It's a good idea. 400 grams of the... I got 400 grams of the shipments, which I call shipments. It's like the 20% fat, 80% meat, I suppose. Mince, and 5% lean, and 95% beef, right? So it's kind of like healthier, I suppose. But I don't know how much healthier it is, because we're starting to find out that fat's a lot more in foods. Like beef is really good for you. Like if you have beef fat, it's actually a lot healthier than you for you than any sort of other fats. Like if you have vegetable oils, guys, vegetable oils are basically cancer causing. You know, they're caustic, you know. And if you have something like olive oils, you know, you're getting the rich omegas that are good for your heart in it. And there's sort of vegetable oils that people push instead of olive oil. It's actually like just horrendous, man. And if you taste olive oil, guys, like proper good creamy olive oil, something that's like, you know, €10 for like a bottle, you know, really expensive stuff, that you can actually see the flavor in. It's actually really tasty. Tastes like an ice cream. Tastes like a cream, like you're putting sour cream or something, or really tasty, milky sort of cream on your food. It doesn't taste like, you know, anything terrible. So, but anyways, guys, this one's ultra based streaming. We're gonna end this one right here because I'm about to get some food in me, and hopefully I'll keep live streaming tomorrow. The only reason I wanted to live stream just that little walk and shit is because I was just bored, honestly. But hopefully you guys enjoy that a little bit. Me just walking around town talking to random people. It's a bit fucking boring, honestly, if you ask me. But, you know, we'll still do something because we had some free time. And I remember I was talking to this guy. Great guy. I went to college with him. Amazing guy, actually. One of my favorite people I've ever met in my life. His name was David. He was like an African guy, but he was actually from the island of, what was the island called? Not Mauritius. He was from Mauritius, guys. Beautiful island, you know. Mauritius is an unbelievable place. But he was a great guy, and he actually had a master's. He had a master's in business, you know. And he basically just said, like, live stream your whole day, like do everything, you know, do live streams your whole day, do, like, you know, videos of everything, videos of your workouts, videos of everything, and just upload it. And I thought, oh, that's a bit kind of much, you know, but actually he was correct. Looking back, he was correct for sure. Yeah, gonna end this one, guys. My shoulder's about to rip out of place. Oh my god, I am wrecked. Kia. All right, guys. I'll see you later, bro. I'll see you.